So using Python and Scrapy, we are going to scrape all information available for this URL for IMDb top 250 movies, as you can see. And we want to go through all the details from the title to its length, movies length, its vote count, and its rating, release year, everything. Also, I'm going to scrape the movie description, which may not be visible at this URL, but I'm going to show you how you can use hidden APIs in websites to scrape some special values and items. And the final result is going to be something like this JSON file. We want to save the information, save the scraped information into JSON format. And as you can see, data is quite clear and understandable. Title, movie rank, release year, movie length. I'm going to show you how you can convert movie length from seconds to this format, because when you scrape data from IMDb, as I experienced, it returns the movie length as seconds. So you need to convert this value, and I will show you how you can do that. It's rating, vote counts, and also description, which is not visible. As you can see, it's not available, but we are going to use and scrape some special items from APIs. So to start coding, it's better to first create a virtual environment in Python for a directory that you want to implement your code, because it's better to use Scrapy in a separate environment because it has many options and functions. So it's better to use it in your unique environment. So we can create it by Python -m, and here you need to put a name for your project, for your environment. I want to go with IMDB, so it creates a new environment for us, and then we need to activate it, as you may be familiar with this. And we need to go to so yeah, we need to go to IMDb again, and then go to script, then activate the environment. Then we need to come back to the main directory, the IMDb folder. So then we need to install Scrapy, the only library that we are going to use in this project. Pip install Scrapy. Because it's a new environment, I need to install it like you, so it may take time. I'm going to skip the video. Okay, now we are able to work with our Scrapy, and to use a Scrapy, you need to first create a new project, and by using this command, Scrapy start project, and you need to give a name to your project. For example, IMDb scraper. For mine, you can use your own name, and then you can see that the Scrapy suggests us to generate the spider for our project. First, I want to go to the IMDb scraper directory. As you can see, it is just created. cd IMDb scraper. Then I want to use this command, but genspider, and you need to change the name, but the command is Scrapy, and you need to put a space, and then genspider means generate a spider, if I'm not mistaken. I'm just guess. And for example, IMDb spider and imdb.com. And when you press enter, I mean, now we are ready to start our web scraping. And in the spider folder, you can see that we have IMDB spider.py. It creates everything that we need for starting. It's a start URL, but we need to change the URL and its domain, and the most important functions in Scrapy, I mean parse. And as you can see, Scrapy is a powerful library, and I mean, it is something really strong, and it has some options. For example, items for creating and managing your values. For example, when you want to scrape something that is called name, you can using Scrapy field, you can specify, I mean, your variable, and there is middleware pipelines for converting and make some amendment on your variables. For example, to change seconds, I mean changing seconds to real time, because as I said before, IMDb gives us just seconds for the movie's length, so we need to convert it to something that we can understand. For example, 1 hour and 30 minutes, for example. We need to do that in our pipeline. Also, we need to create items for the things, and for example, for the title, for the movie rank, we need to create a new item. And setting.py, which is really important, we need to change its options. For example, we need to make this false, robots.txt in websites, and I will explain one by one. And yeah, so let's get started. First of all, let me tell you something. When it comes to scraping data, I mean scraping websites, the first thing that you normally do is to go to the inspect part, as you may be familiar, and you just normally look for HTML elements, classes, and IDs. But IMDb is a little bit different from the experience that I had, because when you send requests to this URL, you receive something different. It's not different, but it's limited. For example, we are sending a GET request, and everything sounds okay, but instead of receiving all the informations, I mean all 250 movies, we only receive 25, which is weird. Maybe we need to use some cookies or other tips, but I want to go with another method that I found. So we are not able to, I mean, I am not able to scrape all the information that I want. So excuse me. So I'm going to do something different. Instead of working with the element, when you scrape many websites, you gain more experience and more experience. So I found that there is a next data script in website which loads and prepares all the information that we want for the website's backend. So it is really great to only scrape this one and then parse the variables that we want. And I'm going to show you. So we need to scrape this one only, and it has all the information that we need. And to check that everything is okay, because it's not visible, I mean it's not complete, we are not able to show the entire data. I'm going to show you. Here's we need to in console window dot document dot, let me second, I'm not really familiar with these codes. Get document, and we just need to get the ID and get element by ID. We need to, we are not able to copy and paste. We need to write it next data. Let me check. Okay, so then if I'm not mistaken, we need to do something like this, and it's a JSON, and to work with this file we can parse it directly. json.parse, if I'm not mistaken, actually. Yeah, okay. So let me just clean the page. So when you parse this next data script in the page, we can see that you have to go through all the data, I mean all the keys and values in JSON, but I have done this before, so I know what data I'm looking for. In props and page props, there is a page data, and in page data you can after going to the edges, you can find the information that we want, that we looking for. There are 250 items arrays for all movies that we looking for. For example, for the first one, we can open the node and node or node, no, it's not node actually, and node, and for example, you can find the plot, the thing that I was talking about, which is not available here, and it's the element that you need to click on the movie. Then you are able to see the movie's description. It was really weird but interesting when I saw this, and we can simply scrape this one here. Also, release year is available here, and title text, from title text we can access the movie's title, and in runtime we can find the seconds, I mean it's the movie's duration here, so as I was talking about. And yeah, everything that we are looking for is here. So we need to first scrape and parse this data from the website instead of looking for HTML elements. So first of all, let me correct the URL, and then we start finding that item, I mean the script with the ID of next data, as we did in console. So we can do that by we have response, and in response we can have everything that we can receive and normally do as a GET request. But let me do something really helpful. In terminal, we can simply say Scrapy shell. We can have something special to work with URLs and check everything that we want, debug our code, find the useful and important CSS and everything that we want. Then we can just simply put everything that we need in parse function. And to do that, you need to first open the URL, and I mean this one. So and it returns everything that we want in response, and I'm going to, by using CSS, find the element that we are looking for. So it was a script, and it has a ID of let me, now I'm able to copy the thing that I'm looking for. So okay, the ID is next data. Okay, and but let me, you need to use CSS like this. Let me check that it's correct. Okay. Oh, it was not correct because there is a space between. It's not correct yet. So why? What's the problem? Okay, script. I mean, maybe we need to grab the text. Oh no, it doesn't work actually. Okay, it doesn't work, so I'm going to stop recording this video. And so let me, no, I don't wanna script. Yeah, everything sounds okay. I just don't know how, why it doesn't. Let me first see. Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh, there was a movie on Instagram, and there was a woman, and she was saying like, oh my god, and her hair was falling. It's really hard to say some jokes in YouTube videos. As I heard, you need to be funny, you do not be boring, and okay, let's fix this problem. And we are using a robot, and I was talking about we need to do something to not be detected by website, because they simply make our IP banned or make us limited. So we are going to disable robots.txt false. I mean, we need to make this variable from true into false, because I'm going to show you because in IMDB, when you go to robot.txt, there are some permissions and things and rules that when we use some scraping tools such as requests and Scrapy and request HTTP and other things, our request first goes to this part and follow the rules are available here. So we simply say to our robot to don't follow the rules. It's the first thing that we can do. Another thing that we can do, they are monitoring our headers, our cookies, and the most important one, which is which is in headers part, if I'm not mistaken, our user agent, which is here, if I'm not mistaken. It's our headers, and also the user agent that it normally uses. It's not really interesting, and it's not the thing that you are seeing. It uses something like Scrapy, Python, sending requests, and other things. But we are looking for something real, because we don't like to be detected actually. So how we can do that? There is let me just exit. There is a wonderful library named, let me show you. I think it's Scrapy. user, I mean Scrapy dash, it's not dash, it's item, maybe Scrapy user agent in Python. And it has thousands of user agent, which is really helpful and interesting, and we can work it in our project, and it really works. And I just wanna copy, let me close this shell, copy and paste, and it suggests that we can use in Scrapy for the higher version, we need to copy this file, and we need to put it in our setting.py. We can simply control everything that we are doing in setting.py for our project, and there is a middleware downloader or something like this. Downloader middleware, and we can yeah, you can remove this one, but they are commented out, so yeah, we need to just put it here, and you need to install this library. I will put the link in description, you can follow. So now I hope it works, because I suddenly remembered that I haven't fixed this part. So okay, got Scrapy shell again. We are going to debug our code. Oh, it was different this time. Okay, let me copy the main URL, put it here. Then what happened? User agent Mozilla, as you can see, Mozilla, and it was 200, and now it's okay. And I'm just going to use the thing that I was using and it failed. Response.css, and it's a script, and this script has an ID which is equal to, or which equals to, I don't know, it's English is really okay, and its ID is next data, and need to close this and also close this one, and okay, this one we received something, hopefully. I'm really happy right now because it was weird last time and I forgot to do. Okay, so now in CSS, as you are available, if you're not available with CSS selectors and XPath and other things, yeah, you just need to say something in comment, and I will definitely record thousands of videos about XPath and CSS. They're really interesting and they're really helpful when it comes to scraping data and grabbing information on the website. So okay, by the way, and when you say something like this, it just returns a text and everything that contains in a text format, and by using get we receive it as string. Okay, now we have the data that we were talking about in console. So now we need to just import JSON, because we haven't imported in yet in Python. That was in a console page, and we can say that JSON data is equal to, I think is okay. JSON data JSON.load, if I'm not mistaken, and we need to copy. Oh my god. Okay, let me just put the raw data in a raw score data. Okay, it's our raw data. Then we need to say clean data. Maybe it's not clean yet, but it's JSON data is json that loads, loads, and we need to put raw data in it to have to have it as a JSON format. Then we can simply go through everything that we want. And from the experience that I had and values that the values that we want for the to reach to this point, to edges, because everything that we want is located in this location, and we can reach it by saying that needed data is, oh my god, I cannot talk. Needed data is something like in JSON data there is something named props, and I have to use a quotation props, and then in props we went to page props. Also I forgot the quotation, and props, page props, as you can see, props, page props. Then I think page data, we need to go to page data this time, actually, with capital. Be careful about capital and other thing. Page data, and from page data, and we can, there was something like the title, chart title. So yeah, page data, character titles, chart titles. Can I copy? Oh god. And then, oh, I just pressed Ctrl+V. Oh, okay. And we have chart titles. It was weird. Oh my god. Chart titles, and then I don't want to do that again. Edges. Edges, I think edges. Edges, yeah, it was okay. Okay. So I think we are in a right place. I'm not sure, but I want to press enter, guys. So okay, got. So needed data, okay. So let me check. In needed data, for example, let me just first check the first one, needed data, and 0. It should be, let me check. Can I check the check how many values we have? It should be 250, and if it is 250, it means that we are in a right place and we can continue. Otherwise it's really otherwise I don't know. Needed data. God, thanks. Okay, we have everything that we wanted. And needed data 0, it means that the first one. And but let me put everything that we have done so far, I mean here, and talk about this part. So we have our user agents, we have also change the robot.txt. Also you can use IPs, which is really common when it comes to web scraping, but unfortunately I do not have sponsor for this video, so I don't want to use proxy, and I don't have a problem with it, and everything is fine. So okay, and I don't want to pay for proxies right now because it's useless for my project, but maybe in the future. Okay, so first of all we need to grab the raw data. Here it's a raw data, and so we do not to write something like fetch URL. I think fetch, it was fetch, yeah, because when we run the code using the Scrapy crawl, and we need to put the spider name, it first sends the request as I was saying to this URL, and does the same thing that we did when we were working with fetch in Scrapy shell. So then we need to, and response is the same. We need to take the raw data. Then also we need to import JSON. Then we need to JSON data is equals to json.loads, and we need to put the raw data. Then it's time to needed data, because other data are redundant. We don't want to work with them, as you know. We don't want. There are many things in this request, so we just need the needed data, the necessary data that we are looking for. And let me copy the needed data, and now we just have to create a loop and go through all of them one by one. Okay, I just lost my camera. Recording is really tough and difficult, and I'm not a good editor. I think you have to have me right now, so I don't want to open my OBS because it's weird. Okay, we have the needed data right now, and so now we need to create a loop, and for movie I want to say something like this, and I want to show other parts in the code, I mean in real IMDB spider.py, and we can go with shell, but it's time consuming. I have to then take them and put them here, so I want to start from here. For movie, in movies, no, it's not movies, in needed data, because we consider everything that is here as a unique movie. Then parse function, I mean Scrapy works with this. We need to yield the information, and yeah, be careful about it. You have to yield the information, and information that we wanted was title, and it should be in a format of dictionary, title, and movie rank. Also release year. Let me just copy and paste this part, because there are many things that we want to locate. Okay, just let me fix something here. It's a dictionary, so we do not need these signs. And let me check everything is okay. And okay, yeah, we have title, movie rank, release year, movie length, and everything. And I said how we can grab this information. For example, I mean to exemplify, for example, for movie length, we go to movie node, runtime, and seconds. Here, edges, I mean we are here. We are already here, and then we go to node, then runtime, and then seconds. Simply, it's just JSON. You have to be able to work with JSON. It's really important. And yeah, I grab everything that we wanted using JSON, and now let's run the code and see what happens. To yield, it's a dictionary, everything sounds okay. You need to say Scrapy crawl, and here you have to put this name, the name that we set to our spider when we were calling Scrapy gen spider, if you remember. And IMDB spider. I think we have to change our directory, but let me check. Oh no, it was okay. So it scraped, it gives us summary, and it is scraped some data, and we have an error. JSON.load model JSON has no attribute. Allow. Oh, okay, loads. Let me rerun the code again. So yeah, item scraped. As you can see, we have scraped 250 items, and to show in a JSON format, you can create some functions and definitions in the code, but we can simply, by using output, we can say that result.json. Also, you can use CSV as well, because we want to check the results. And as you can see, result.json is available. Oh, it's really beautiful, isn't it? By scraping only this URL, we are able to scrape video description. It's really cool. Maybe it's a bug, and I don't know, because otherwise we had to go through all the links, and it would be, I mean, we needed to send 250 requests for each for all process. Maybe IMDb knows what we do, what web scraper normally do. That's why they put description. Okay, by the way, so we have our data, and next part is to change the movie length. As you can see, it is in seconds format, 8,500 and some. No, we don't want this, because we need something that is really clear. And yeah, I just want to change this one. And also I'm going to show you how you can use item, because we need to, I can manage this, but I'm just want to show you how you can use items, also pipelines, as fast as possible. Okay, so okay, for being a little bit clean in our code, we need to first create item for our values. I mean the variables that we want to scrape. And it's an example here, name. For name, we don't have name. We have I'm gonna copy and paste, and I need to remove these parts. And say that all of, let me remove these. Oh shit, I think this word is not appropriate in YouTube. Okay, hope. Okay. again for this one, this one, this one, this one, this one, and this one. So that's it. Now we have our item here, and we can simply use it in our code. I think we need to import it first, and I saved the file. Then in our main code, we need to from IMDB scraper, IMDB scraper dot items, I think, yeah, we need to import IMDB scrape item, I think, if I'm not mistaken. No, I think, yeah, I think yeah, that was okay, but it's better to change the name. For example, info, because it's information about movies. And then when it in our parsing, first before our loop, we need to make an object for that class and say that movies or information is and we need to import info. Okay, so yeah, we just need to create an object, then we just need to simply use it in our code. Instead of title, we have to say something like this for each one, and I have to copy and paste all again. Okay, when you want to use with item, it works like this, and you need to put equals instead of thanks to VS Code. Okay, yeah, that's it. I think that's enough. And at the end, we need to we don't need this format, we need to yield the item, I mean yield the information at the end. Yield info information, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, now we have our item. We can check everything is okay. Let me just delete this one and check the code once again. So it works. We just created some items because we want to work with our movie length. So okay, nothing has been changed. So just it put our variables in some tuples format, because we are going to work with them more efficient later on. So then we need to it's time to do the conversion. I mean, we need to change the seconds to real time. When you want to do when you want to change your type, change variables, and do something with your data, always you need it's better you can do everything that you want even here. But yeah, as I said, I want to be more clear, because when the project is going to be when the project goes massive, it's really hard to manage the code and clean the data. So that's why we're using these pipelines and settings. I didn't like this at first, but now I'm just getting accustomed to it. But yeah, it's really good. Cool. It's really cool. I just wanted to talk fast. Okay. And we need to create a class, and I want to put a name seconds, for example, to real, maybe. Right, it's not appropriate, it's not reasonable, but okay. And then each pipeline has its process item function. I mean, when you want to do something with your data, you have to always do your changes in process item and then return item at the end. It works in a way that first we need to from item adapter we need to create our adapter, okay, and then now we have the data that we want. I mean, it runs, I think, in the last part, because we grab the information from the web, then receive them and parse them. Then here in pipelines, we can clean the data and save it in JSON or CSV format. So it's the last part in our code, I mean, in the background. So, and you have to put the item in the item adapter. So we want to say that in adapter, which has all items, I mean all title, movie rank, release year, I mean when the name of the adapter is movie length, we want you to convert seconds to something else. And to do this, we can simply work with date time, if I'm not mistaken. It has something that we can simply change date time delta, if I'm not mistaken. Let me movie length. We want to say that movie length in adapter is equals to date time that time delta, if I'm not mistaken, and it takes seconds, for example 10, and it changes it into 0 hour, 0 minutes, and 10 seconds. For 60 seconds, you have to be familiar with this. I don't have to explain. It's not necessary. And here we need to take adapter length, but because it's when we change our normal variables into item, it converted them as a tuple. So we need to specify that we want the first tuple. We need the first one. So here we need to say that you have to take the first data, which is located in adapter movie length, and convert it to string format, because we want it to be a string. It's not a string normally, we have to convert it. Then let me show you, because I think I didn't explain it correctly, and I wanna first no matter that the video length increases, but the only goal that I have is for you guys to understand what I'm talking about, what I'm doing. So I just want to print adapter length, and then okay, let me run the code, and I want to break this. No, I don't break this. Let me find so movie length didn't change, and it doesn't change because we need to do something. And I think I have to fix first. Okay, yeah, as you can see, it's not related to this part. And yeah, if as you can see, movie length is in a format like this, so that's why you need to say that the first one, and this function takes the first and go through all the information one by one. So we have to say that we want to change, you need to take the first one and then return a string. So another thing that I wanted to talk about, in setting, you need to find item.pipelines and configure that pipeline to our Scrapy. And it's like IMDB scraper, and we need to just simply say that you have to follow this one. We don't need this one, so I wanna remove IMDB scraper pipeline second to real, and then now it works. Now it knows this pipeline. First time that I wanted to show the error, it wasn't able to, so let's see what happens. Okay, 250 items scraped out, and as you can see, result is interesting. And yeah, that's it. I hope you understood. So yeah, it was all about the Scrapy. And if you are interested in Scrapy, and if you have some special website to be scraped, just let me know in comments, and I create video about this. And if you have any questions regarding Scrapy and web scraping, I would be extremely delighted to help you. So you can mail me or ask your questions in comment. And hope you learned something from me in this video, and hope you enjoyed this video. And if you did, please like this video and hit the subscribe button. It really motivates me to create more content about web scraping, about automation, about computer vision and all other stuff. And I really hope to see you in the next video.